guys, welcome back. We are once again in the Medieval Charter Challenge preemptive build thing that we're doing here. We're working on the mountain region. We've actually just finished the mountain region. As you can see, it is very teensy tiny. There are no spare lots because this is, I believe, the smallest of all of them. Like, it is tiny. But hey, nothing wrong with that. Just means that they'll have to get potentially creative when the families start to expand. Now, the mountain range area, I did go ahead and put it, because I didn't want separate maps for everything. Like, if I could conceivably put it in the same area as somewhere else I was going to. So we have the dry coast over here, and there is one more area. As you can see, it's quite a large area that has yet to be filled in. I love these ships. They just look so good. They look so good. Okay, sorry, distracted. But for now, we just have the mountain and dry coast in this particular map. Now, for the mountain area, you know, mining, hunting, foraging, that kind of thing is very prevalent here. They also raise sheep. I really wanted them to grow tobacco, but apparently no one has made a mod for that. Even if I could just do fields, that would be cool, but I just couldn't find anything anywhere. So this is meant to represent that, I guess. You can see we've got some kind of cut down trees. That's actually a Maxis object. I put a bunch of trees here. This is a huge hill, so when we're in these lots, you'll see it's kind of a nightmare. And then I have these canyon rock object things that just kind of make it look a little different, and then we have a fence around it. There's still a little bit of room to grow, obviously. As we progress, the idea is that they'll roll for potentially getting new lots as well as for community lot limitations. I don't know if I'm going to do that or not, or if I'm just going to limit residential. We'll see as we progress. But I have placed all of the families, so we can go ahead and take a look at them. Now, the mountain range area is actually kind of unique in that the skin set that I use, it's Puklet's Cassette, which is literally 3 skin tones. They're all very, very pale. They have hazel eyes, they have curly black hair. The men are going to be bearded, and also I will use like a heavy body hair overlay. And yeah, they also have like hook noses, and what else is interesting about them? Yeah, that's basically it. They're also going to be very short. They're going to be between 4'10" and 5'4", male and female. So let's take a look. This is the kind of final version of the Jarl's house. The Jarl is, of course, Baldur Gorski and his wife Elki Gorski. As you can see, I did go with the kind of flowery roof. I also decided to put, instead of, I believe it was the Maxis antlers, I put just kind of a straw circle thing. I don't know what to call that, but it's up there. We changed out the stained glass windows for a downloaded set that also matches the doors. I just thought it looked a little nicer. And I changed the wallpaper from the Maxis log one to this one, which I believe is from Oblivion? Yeah. So that's from Elder Scrolls Oblivion. I don't think I made too many other changes here, but I changed out the trees so that these can actually be like harvested and whatnot, but otherwise not really any changes. The inside of the house isn't really decorated. The only thing that kind of matters is the beds will all be in these kind of cubby holes, at least the double beds. I might do that for single beds too, but we'll see. So yeah, the Jarl in this area, I mentioned it in the previous video, will eventually just do gem cutting, but initially, just so that they have product, will also mine. And as they progress, they'll hire a sim to come to this lot and work. They will also care for their own sheep. So yeah, let's really quickly here just take a look at the Jarl. Once more, the Jarls and their wives are in identical outfits, just different colors. He's probably not recognizable, but this is actually my Henry VIII sim. You know, just a coloring change. But hey, we'll see how he does. And then his wife is actually another sim that I made, is Lucretia of Winchester, I believe. She also has a birthmark. I just wanted to give her one. It looked cool. But yeah, curly black hair, very pale skin, hazel eyes. They're a little vampire-y, but not quite vampire-y. Our load times are still doing pretty great. I've noticed that things are sneaking in. It's always the way of it, where I'll download a wallpaper set intending to use one, and then I don't remove the other ones. I'm not removing them for now just because I still have several kind of biomes to go. So potentially I'll use them for those. If I don't, then I will remove them. But yeah, I'm trying to be very aware and mindful of what is and is not in my downloads folder. Also, I love this crooked tree. It makes me very happy. So now the merchant family is the Vaca family. So we will check them out. Oh, dang it, we didn't... I was supposed to tell you about Baldur and Elke, wasn't I? Yeah, I was. That's okay. That's okay. It's fine. It'll be a surprise. I actually didn't have to make too many clothing items for this area, which I guess is the one upside to brown being their assigned color. There's a lot of things to come in brown. The men, of course, are going to be dressed in kind of armory looking things, but also warm things, because they are in a mountain region slash kind of first forest, so they need to be warm. For the women, I wanted kind of high necklines and bell-shaped skirts. I mostly achieved that, so I'm pretty happy with what I got. So Brigitte Vaca, she, again, hazel eyes. Hazel's kind of weird because it can be anything, but just like brown and then bluey-greeny kind of thing. The women have curly updos as well. I don't know if I said that, but they do. So Brigitte is a fortune sim. Curious what she wants. Space pirate, probably not. She's Scorpio. She's... I mean, we'll see. We'll see. A lot of this might change. And then Godric over here. See him space a little bit, kind of. This is actually the sim I made of Charles Brandon. Brigitte is one of the Jane Seymours. I basically just went through the sims I made and looked for hook noses. He is a knowledge sim, which is interesting. Wants to become chief of staff. And is a Libra. Yeah, neither of those are recolors that I've made. Those are just 100% downloaded, so it was nice. I tried to keep it very foresty, since even though they're in the mountain region, like they don't have time to clear stuff. They are primarily, they raise sheep, but they're right next to the log persons, that's why that is there. But yeah, they are the merchant family, so they do have a little log rolling station. I decided only the Jarl and the merchant class would get that. You know, I gave them some little decorative items, nothing major. They have sheep, they also have some goats. They don't have as many goats, but sheep and goats is what this area is going to have. And of course the donkey. I also gave them some of the smelting items, just because it looked nicer, but in this area they probably also do a little bit of everything just to make sure that they can survive kind of things. In the smaller area, you gotta. And then they have quite a large garden. And then their house, which I haven't really done much. So let's go and check out the peasants. Also, the naming convention in this area is very short, blunt names, Anglo-Saxon mythology, Germanic. The most common ending to a name is going to be Ulf Armar, which is funny because as I look at them, I don't have a single one that ends in that. No, I've got Amar, but yeah, that was early days before I went and picked out names, but I've got a naming list actually that has quite a few of those on there. And then just real quick, we got a fortune sim and another fortune sim in charge. I'm not opening the lot again, even though it does load very quickly. So the Skav family is our first set of peasants. Yeah, load times I'm still very, very satisfied with. I'm curious what the final will look like once I've got everything installed and all of the 8 biomes completed, how quickly things will load. I don't think it'll be too bad, honestly. I think it's going to stay about this range. Just because I'm not going to have to install very much more, hopefully, but we'll see. So these are our woodcutters, essentially. So we have Dagmar, who is actually based on my 3rd Anne Boleyn, and she is a pleasure sim who is a Sagittarius. What does she want to do? 50 dream dates. Yeah, we'll see. Again, I did not have to make clothing for her. She just kind of came that way, which is cool. And Puck. Puck is, I believe, my Carol or Caroline Ingalls, Little House in the Prairie, the mom, but gender swapped. That's who that is. And he is also a pleasure sim who wants to become Hand of Poseidon and is an Aquarius. That's an interesting mouth. Yeah. And her nose, yeah, it's kind of aquiline, but it's from the front that it kind of goes down as well. I was like, yeah, that's acceptable to me. So yeah, they're actually the only one that ended up with a little stone and lean-to as well. That was something I originally wanted for all of them, but in a lot of them it looked weird. This is the only one I could really make it fit. So they're the only one who ended up with that element. I also like that across the street there's like a torn down house kind of thing. I don't know, it makes me happy. Again, I made sure that they have this little bread making thing. I don't know, oven's a word. Sorry, it is so late right now, I don't even know. We have all of the items needed to chop wood, cut planks, do all the things. We've got some just kind of extra bits and bobs over here. They have a garden. We have the little shed to convert things. They have their hunting items, but it's pretty plain, pretty simple over here, which is good. And then in front of their house they just have like a cheap tapestry since they're peasants. Alright, and then we're going to go to the Bannock family, which is the last family in the area, and they are going to be miners. Also, I don't know what my computer is doing in the background. My start bar disappeared like a minute ago, and it's kind of concerning, but I'm just going to keep going. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Hopefully this still records. I'm actually recording this. I didn't get this done before I started my speed read, but I took the day off just to kind of chill, and I realized I was missing a day, so I wanted to get this recorded since it worked out anyways. So hopefully by the time you're watching this I'm very close to finishing my Wheel of Time speed read, but who knows. So this is the Bannock family. We have Gudrun, who is in an amazing dress, even though, as you can see, there are some issues with the mesh. But I really don't care because it's such a pretty dress that I don't care. I did recolor this. It was originally black. You can see, yeah, there's just little teeny tiny issues with it. But it looks so good. It's so cool. And it has the really high collar that I wanted for all of them, but just, I couldn't get any that looked right. Also, I'm still torn if I want to keep this or not. I like that there's like a deco mine, but also it's very modern looking, so it might go away. We'll see. But yeah, she is actually Margaret Shelton. Again, changed to suit, but she's a family sim, wants to become a captain hero, and is a Cancer. And her husband, Woden Bannock, over here, again, armor, kind of decked out. I think he's a gender swapped Catherine of Aragon. I don't know which one though. I think 7. Catherine of Aragon 7. And yeah, he's cute. It'll be fun. Fun to play this family. I decided to give him kind of like a little laundry setup. I want to mess with this set a little bit, and I haven't had the time to, so this seems like a good time as any. Oh, I added these wooden things. They're like to make it look like it's a log cabin. I know it probably doesn't make sense with the wallpaper I chose, but I don't care also, so jot that down. I decided I wanted to use them, and I am. So since they're miners, we have like this big kind of rock wall. I tried to blend it in with the canyon behind it. Colors aren't quite right, but it's okay. There's also a road this way, so it's a little jam-packed, but it's okay. It's not bad. They've also got like a little charcoal station, put a bellows because they've got a smelter. They've got some salts here as well because that was another option for this area, so I just wanted to keep it open. Got their little donkey, and this particular pose is so cute. So cute. And yeah, and then this is their kind of little mining setup. They've also got I believe it's a stone sculpting station, which I don't know if they can mine stone for this or not. Yeah, they can, so there you go. Also, drying racks, skinning racks, garden. Yeah, that's... Their house is also one of the smallest. I don't have too much to say about that, though. Once we play these, you'll be able to see a little bit more of, like, you know, we have the prayable altars, how I'm going to set that up, how I decorate the houses, but most of these videos right now are focused on the exteriors and just the general vibe of everything. I will say I do wish these roofs didn't glitch out quite so bad when you're not in the lot, but again, they look so cool that I wanted to use them, and so we are. But with that, we are officially done with the mountain area. I believe we're going on to... Is that the next? Yeah, the next area we're going to is going to be the Riverlands, which is the last kind of gigantic area. It's not the last large area, but it's the largest of the remaining biomes. And I'm really excited about the Riverlands because their buildings are going to be interesting, and I love that. They also have, let's see, yeah, they're definitely going to be an interesting kind of area to tackle. But I don't want to spoil too much, so you guys are going to have to wait till I actually get to that. So thank you so much for joining me. If you like this video, definitely give it a like. Hope you guys are still enjoying watching my kind of world building as it comes. And yeah, I will see you in the next one.